time for the show. Microphone check, rhythm and vibe. Straight as an arrow, keeping it live. Stalling is balling, Mike's in control.
Hey, you don't know me. Please make me look gay.
You look like you might have seen one up close.
How come you claim to be 5'9" even though you're like 5'5"?
I don't know. How tall are you?
5'9".
You're 5'9"?
I'm actually 5'9".
Okay, come over here. Let's see.
Bridge. Bridge.
Got it!
Late Ghey, dropping rhymes that slay. In the golden era, where the real ones play. GCA crew, keeping it true. Spitting dope lines till the break of day. Back in the day, we had the style. Retro beats with that smooth vinyl dial. Flow so fresh, lyrics so tight. Represent the essence, shining so bright. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late Ghey, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late Ghey, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown.
Hello and welcome everybody to episode 37 of Late Ghey with the GCA. I'm joined by an esteemed panel, and Korean that has a new setup and just has to interrupt the intro. We're not at 10 minutes in yet. Thanks, you pro pops. Appreciate it. Hail and welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday Eve. I am Mo Zamboni. Like I said, I'm joined by everybody else. And without further ado, since we have taken so long to start, that's my fault. Of course, it's my fault. Malty, how are you doing, sir?
Well, good, sir. Apparently, we had something that really freaking popped off for our channel. So, as the Brett Cooper video, apparently, I was one of the first on the scene, and so that's by far our biggest video to date on this channel. Hopefully, more to come.
Nice.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn afuera. He finally found the magic.
Yeah. Vince Vaughn, yeah, he went vamonos, whatever, all the way back to the barrio where he lives now. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. The same shit as always. 3 minutes, whatever. We can afford it now, guys.
Oh, yeah. 7,000 views. Time to retire. ABF, how are you doing, sir? You are speaking of monetization, you are painfully close, if I'm not mistaken, right? You're very, very close.
Pretty close. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there probably in a couple weeks.
Ooh.
But no, I had a good time yesterday. We had a watch party. We watched the latest episode of Landman and Secret Level, the entire series, or half. They only dropped 8 episodes, but had a lot of fun with that.
So awesome. Yeah, that was really fun. I kind of regret staying up that late, but there's honestly some bangers in there, and there's some mingers to include some language from across the pond. So Nagano, what are you doing on the top row? But go ahead.
I mean, this isn't the top row, but I'll take
the middle
it.
row. It's top
That's
for
what
you.
We're calling it now.
Yeah. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just been streaming a lot of Stellar Blade and a little bit of is it First Descendant? Getting back into that. It's looking good. Season 2, pretty sick so far. Other than that, just modding for people.
Awesome.
That's interesting.
Yeah, thank you for making it sound like we were still going to talk, but then stop talking. It was very nice.
That's what I do, man. You should be used to it by now. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not. I can't be used to it.
Stop picking on Sean.
I ain't never going to stop. Sorry, Joe.
To be fair,
Don't
Sean
understand.
does so much stuff behind the scenes. Like, yeah, he doesn't talk much on stream, but like he and I are constantly talking through text and DMs and private messages and everything like that. He is constantly working on this channel. So just because he doesn't say it out loud doesn't mean he ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
It's true.
He's working.
Excuses are like assholes.
Producers.
Everybody
Oh,
has one. And they
Sammy.
all stink. So
Yep.
anyway, sir, I'm just kidding. No, Nagranel's awesome. I can't call him Sean. It's just weird. It's all screen names. We're in the Matrix, man. Once we're outside the Matrix, it's not Mr. Anderson.
It's over. When I
Yeah.
find out your real names, it's like, be prepared because I'm gonna call you by your real name. Not on air if it's inappropriate. Like I know some people protect their real names, but once I found out X-Wing's real name,
Mustache McGillicuddy.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
that
How'd
was
you
really
know?
yes. I had a guess. But anyways, Hayden Wayne, I see you're in your VTuber form, which
Yes.
But let's see those bridges in the chat. We got the new emojis.
Yeah, bridge
How you-
emotes. So I'm doing. Let's just say it was a day at work today, but I did get 2 good pieces of news today. One, my Meta PC has showed up at home, so I am finally going to be upgrading. And the second bit of good news is that means I will never have to play Marvel Rivals on console again, because that was an absolute shit show yesterday when I tried it for the first time.
Yes.
I heard that was bad.
If you saw my Twitter post last night, I was pretty fucking salty after I got out of a couple of matches.
I hate to break it to you, Hayden, but that's going to happen on PC also.
I know, but at least I'll be able to aim better on PC. That's only the saving.
Turn aimbot on. Turn it up all the way.
Well,
I've had it.
Yeah, that was.
I played it on PS5. It seems fine.
I did too. I fucking hated it.
Why?
I would rather play it on my PC that's stuttering, because using a controller for that game is fucking retarded, and the half of the players are retarded. So
I don't know.
All right.
I still have to
Good.
try it.
I was mad.
Anybody who want to drop the C bomb? We've set them all in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Dropping that hard R right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. Yep.
Speaking of retards, Hoodie D, how you doing, sir?
Hey, doing great. I had some kind of I thought it was food poisoning, but it was some kind of stomach flu or something. I've been
Too many paint chips.
Hopefully not in an Uber.
no. I've been bedridden. I finally am better today. So I've been behind on a lot of things. Like I heard Chris Evans is back in the MCU. I've heard all kinds of shit is popping off. So I need to catch up and yeah. So I'm here to catch up with you guys and of course have a good show.
And might I add, you are the last. Magda, it's debatable, but dude, you're the last one. If Yo Pops beat you to a mic setup, man, you need to get with the damn program. Come on, what are we doing?
Send me a mic right now. Send me a mic. Send me a link. I'll buy it.
Send your address.
I don't think it sounds that bad.
I know, I'm just kidding.
No, it would be
because
better.
Yo Pops went from the shit house to the penthouse in like no time flat, which is
On a
hilarious.
price I
We'll
can't
get to
really
you
afford.
Korean ASMR. You be quiet. We're almost done. So, Lady Medea, ladies first, if I may. How are you doing, ma'am?
Doing well. As you guys can see behind me, I have some new background, as promised last week. However, it is my living room. It's not my office. I did demolish everything just to find out that my the furniture that I ordered is back ordered. So we're gonna have to wait a couple more weeks to for me to set it up properly. So you guys gonna have to endure my living room for a couple more weeks before I can move back. But yeah, so that's what's going on.
Yeah, it looks nice though. It looks nice. It sounds good. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my TV. That's all you get. And some bookshelves, but yeah.
Well, it lights up your face more than your smile does.
Oh, shut up, Malty.
I'll hold him at the next meeting. I'll put him in a half Nelson. I'll just.
Good lord.
I had water in my throat. Oh my god! I couldn't.
If y'all don't know how close Magda and I are, then like obviously she gets it. But
Oh
maybe
yeah, how
most of y'all
close?
don't. How close? I make it even closer. Hello.
There we
Wait,
go.
that way.
There we go.
Where is my knife? Hold on. No.
So, all right. And last but not least, somebody has upgraded themselves to the upteenth level out of effing nowhere and has acclimated himself with Photoshop, which he's done a pretty damn good job with, I got to say. I mean, it's nightmare fuel, but I kind of like it. It is Yo Pops, a.k.a. Pro Pops 215.
Yo Pops, Pro Pops, just like your mom.
What does that even mean?
What? I did like days.
Good Lord.
I had the setup going, and I've just been fucking around, and I don't know. I'm trying to fall in love with the sound of my own voice. Maybe I don't know.
Oh my God, Weasel.
That makes one of you
crying.
Really is problematic. Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Was that it?
Okay, it's time to end the stream.
We need to stop doing
Professionals.
Keep talking. How's everyone doing tonight on the GCA? Glad y'all in tonight. Special guest today.
You sound like Delilah. Like, hi everybody, it's Delilah here. Tonight we're gonna have a story about.
Lila, wow, that is like from the back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of Lila in a minute,
Uh,
like 15 years. That's crazy. Anyways, Joe Rosie, our special guest. How are you doing, ma'am?
I am doing fantastic. Just came off of my podcast with X-Wing, so I literally went, grabbed some water, and came right back in, and here I am. And I'm super excited to be here because I love you guys' show. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
We're
very much.
happy to have you.
And not much going on in the world here. It's just the holidays. It's just I was just talking to X-Wing. The year just speeds by so fast around this time. It's like before you know it, it's going to be January 1st, and you're like, what just happened? But with that being said, 2024 was awesome. I have been only really independently streaming by myself on my own channel for 6 months, and I actually just got my YouTube partner email yesterday.
Hey, congratulations!
Yeah. Awesome.
Let's go.
Nice.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
so
That's awesome.
excited. It means so much more than people understand. Like it's just me standing on my own doing it after I didn't think I would be able to. So it just means a lot.
Yeah, and she deserves every little bit of it and more.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I still say to this day, I know we kind of like bloviate and pop ourselves up a little bit, but I still say to like people, it's like, hey, if we inspire you, just go out and do it. And every one sub matters. Every 100 view video is a win. That's at least how I view it.
Well,
Absolutely.
when we were early on, it was like people be like, we have 20, 30 viewers, which is great. Think about those people in real life sitting in like your garage or wherever you're streaming from. Like that's a packed house. That's pretty amazing that people, 30 people, 20 people, 10 people are willing to listen to what you have to say and enjoy it. I mean, it's just, if you can make somebody's day brighter and make them happier, or just have them laugh at you for saying dumb shit, which is what I do, it's a great thing. If you can put that kind of positivity out in the universe, then hell yeah. So
If you have 50 to 100 people watch a video, you have filled a college lecture hall. If you get 1,000 views, you have filled a theater. Like that's the way to look at it, man. Like it's
Think
awesome.
about it like that.
100% agree with you on that.
And if you look at the
Yeah.
stats, like I have actually a screenshot and saved in the favorites on my phone, but the stats for YouTube is insane. Like the amount of people who actually try and get nowhere, like it's nuts. Most people can't get a video with 1,000 views. Most people don't get, even remotely to that first tier, and it's amazing when you actually hit that and keep going. And it's like I'm always surprised that anyone shows up. And never lose that, because that's what keeps you humble. That's what keeps you connected to your chat. It's just that gratefulness that you have a connection with your chat. You have people that enjoy watching you, and you enjoy that camaraderie back and forth between those who watch you and you being there for them. So it's a great feeling. It's awesome.
Super proud of you, Joe, especially without bringing stuff up. Like, you going out on your own and accomplishing this all by yourself. Obviously, you have our support. You always have for a long time, but still, you made your own way. And so, fuck yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
So speaking of the people that support us, we have 3 super chats in the shape in the form of memberships. So Mr. Pro Pops, would you like to take it over with your amazing setup now?
Yes, sir. Let's see. First up, Mr. Jerry D. Sills with a GCA membership. Thank you for becoming a GCA member. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Next up, Cajun Corey, gift another 5 GCA
Thanks,
membership.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah, Corey.
Thank you, sir.
Corey.
As
Or in
always.
his native tongue, I really appreciate it, man. I'm just gonna.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
He said, "Who dat? Come on,
who dat?"
Oh no! No, you know what? I gotta refine the Cajun accent a little bit. I didn't do it justice last time, so.
Okay, you got one more try. Here we go. We got one more.
No,
we
I
got
can't do
2
it right
more.
now. I don't know. Cajun Corey, gift the one GCA membership. I don't know. I don't know.
It's the rare
It's not
Asian.
more Korean than you usually do.
That's terrible. Sorry, Corey. That's very terrible. I'll do better next time on that one. And just right now, Cornboy with a $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, Cornboy.
Yeah,
it's a thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, all right, Malty. Let's get on with the show.
Well, we've been celebrating wins. Now let's celebrate something that's going to be a loss. I hope you're ready to probably be upset. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. Because we have to talk about Netflix's Chronicles of Narnia, and the filming date has been set, and we also know that the producer Amy Pascal has said something about it. She says it's going to be rock and roll. Have you guys seen this article? I know I did a video, so this is mostly a panel discussion.
I only seen your video.
It's makes
My-
me very sad.
My concern is that for me, Narnia, I mean, everyone has like childhood memories of it, but there's also the underlying pretty heavy-handed Christian elements to it, and I feel like that's so C.S. Lewis. I mean, I don't know if the average person even knows that he wrote a book about Christianity called Mere Christianity, and it was so important to him. Are we going to be able to get those elements of symbolism when the whole point is rock and roll? That's, I think it's going to be lost in translation.
I don't think that they're going to take that route at all. I think they're going to, that right there, a very new take on Narnia. It's about rock and roll. They're going to completely ignore the Christian elements in Chronicles of Narnia, and they're going to focus on making it a musical. And I'm thinking something along the lines of Rock of Ages. Like it's not going to have anything to do with the actual story. It's going to be more focused on the performative music, and I would be surprised if we don't get some dance numbers in it. But I hate musicals, so I'm out.
This is actually a different. I think this is a different article from the one that I used whenever I made a video a day or two ago. But it says right here, Pascal, who started her own production company, Pascal Pictures, which made its debut with 2016's Ghostbusters.
Oh, that was well.
God. Wow.
There it is.
Zinger. Also, we know Gerwig. Okay, she did Little Women. She did Barbie. She did Lady Bird. Obviously, very female-centric stuff. Now, Chronicles of Narnia it's like a family tale. And like Joe said, and like most of us all know, it's very allegorical towards Christianity and all kinds of stuff like that. You see those themes running throughout. Not only Mere Christianity, but he also wrote the Screw Tape Letters, which is basically from not the perspective of Satan, but it has a lot to deal with that.
Well, okay, so the Screw Tape Letters is a take on the book, the Screw Tape Letters, which is about like the Faustian bargain, like making a deal with the devil. And yeah, she doesn't necessarily paint the devil as a bad guy.
Sounds like she made it
kind of, but yeah.
Yeah, this is not going to end well. C.S. Lewis, most people know that he's Christian, but he's trying to spread the word in a way that most people can access it. They're trying to keep it below the line. That's how he does it. So if you just go in there and mess with the message, you're literally messing with the exact wrong crowd. Like J.R. Tolkien, yeah, his stuff kind of stemmed from Catholicism and things of that nature, but C.S. Lewis was more on the nose because he was trying to get people to understand, the mores and norms of Christianity. So if she messes with this, I don't think she quite. Well, obviously she doesn't understand the hornet's nest that she's kicking because she's disconnected from real life.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing. I don't know how many people who are like bookophiles or whatever you want to call it know the lore about all this. C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien were really great friends.
Yes.
So they hung out all the time. And I'm pretty sure, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, C.S. Lewis actually was an atheist for a long time until like a little bit later on in life.
Yeah,
and then
he
it became
denounced
one
his
of the
faith.
great theologians. Yeah.
And he was also the one that got Tolkien to finally publish The Hobbit, because Tolkien never thought that his book was done, and C.S. Lewis submitted his book for publication after he had sent Tolkien on a vacation that he paid for, because Tolkien would not submit it to be published. So that he's the reason that we got The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. But one of the things that I wanted to just bring up real quick about Greta Gerwig is, yes, she's been a part of several movies, but she was formerly an actor that then started directing and writing. And she's just the person that lately they're trying to make like the next big thing, is what it seems like, because she gets these jobs for these massive shows. And again, for Barbie, she did just fine, but a lot of her other shows have kind of underperformed, shall we say. So it's interesting to see somebody hand this off to her and say, okay, you're in creative control, have fun. And it's not surprising to see that she's going to make it a rock musical or whatever the hell it is they're trying to do.
I don't know if that's actually been confirmed with the way that they're going to try to take that. But, I mean, so she has adapted Little Women. So she has adapted prose before. However, what I don't think that they will actually pay attention to is what Joe brought up in the first place, is the Christian themes that are in all of C.S. Lewis's work, because Hollywood is just basically, and they're anti-Christian. They're anti-Christian themes. They're going to throw some other shit in there. We already kind of know it. How well will they taper it down? I don't have very much confidence that this will go without a hitch, because what we do know, especially since Tolkien and Lewis, and I know I'm being long-winded, because they were friends, also the fans of those beloved books, not only like all of the Chronicles of Narnia and all of Lord of the Rings and everything like that, their fans are very freaking, you better stick to the lore or we will not show up for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah, they just leave this alone. I cannot. Yay! So.
No, I mean, does anyone else have anything more to say, or want to just rant, get it off your chest, have questions?
This is a stupid idea, but apparently it's happening. That's all I've got to say.
I mean, I haven't read any of the books.
How are they going to make it rock and roll? It's supposed to be like a pretty, like, not a serious movie, but I mean, like, wasn't there
rock and roll wasn't even around back then, so I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, fuck.
Jess is pissed.
I just want people to stop making remakes and remasters and all this and that. Let's get some original thoughts out there.
Shit, we've been saying that since what? Like, how many fucking, like, what? 2000 what? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Yeah, people think that woke started all this stuff. No, it was a rotting carcass that woke took over. It's been crap forever. All right, they've been doing remakes and uninspired bullshit since like the early 2000s. It just found a house to live in. Huh?
It was woke that killed it and left it as a carcass. This is something that's been going on for 100 years. This is not something new. This is something that we've recently seen brought to light. And now they're out in the sunlight and doing as much damage as they possibly can before they retreat again with, what's the magic word, ladies and gentlemen?
Uh-oh.
Ridge.
Oh,
Got him.
Got me. Got me.
Well,
But
see
yeah,
him.
that's
Yep. there you go.
they've been here. They've been doing this. They're the ones who killed the industry, and now they're just trying to get their last little strokes in before they retreat back into the dark, like cockroaches that they are.
and what, they're gonna come back in another 50, 60, 80 years
No,
all over again?
It'll be shorter than that.
Cycle, you know what I mean? Like, good lord.
You put your
You'll never
tinfoil
learn.
hat on. It's been going on for a lot longer than any of us have been alive, and
Uh-huh.
it's so deep. Like, don't get me down this rabbit hole. I can talk conspiracy theories.
We're gonna have to talk this rabbit hole sometime, Joe. Because me too.
Yeah, it's not going anyway. Oh wait,
I might
but
just tell you to keep on going.
you might get demonetized. So let's leave it alone.
Yeah. If I'm talking with Joe about it, we might go too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall. The brainstorming session that happened with this shit, like, let's do a fun new take on this classic. What do you girls think? I feel, you know what, Aslan totally gives me rock and roll vibes. Like, let's do like something fun with his mane. Like, that's probably the level of depth that they're like that they went. You know.
Okay, now here's the
What
question.
I hate about that is
Just
like,
you making fun of that makes me angry. And, like it just like I know that's what it was like. I'm like, goodness, like okay,
oh my god.
tapes. What if we have like? I'm like, oh.
What
I
if they
have
give
to
him
ask the
war
question.
braids in his mane?
It's like when the popular people find something that like we've all, knew about, and then like now they just bastardize everything about it. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like Chris Elliott from Scary Movie 2. He's got to put his mangled little hand in all of the stuff we enjoy. I hope you like that pie. You know,
Thanks for that
Which
visualization.
character are they going to make trans? That's the real question, because they're going to pick one to be, if not trans, just like gender, like
Is the lion gonna
ambiguous.
be fucking?
It's gonna be Aslan. Aslan's gonna be a they.
I think so. I think Aslan's going to be a they, because Aslan is the representation of God in the story, and I think that's probably the route to go. Otherwise,
God's a
it's
woman.
the what's her name? Is it Ice Queen, the Winter Queen. I can't remember.
The White Witch.
White Witch, yes. Or it's going to be her, and she's going to have a super sympathetic story. It's going to be one of those two, I think, that they're going to make gender ambiguous, because they have to.
the White Witch seems like the most like rife for being able to be taken over like that. But
It would be an easy one to make a drag queen.
yeah, here's my question: who gave up the rights? How did we even get to this point? I mean, I might be asking a question that nobody might not know, but it should have been gate kept and never touched. Like, how did we get to this point?
Well, I mean, look at what they did with Tolkien, right? And Tolkien's lore and stuff like that. Like, sure, they didn't end up selling off the rights to everything, but they were like, oh, okay, these certain appendices, yeah, you can adapt and do what you want to. So it's the great grandkids that just don't care, or they're all down with the ideology and stuff like that. Like, those are the ones who are selling off the rights because they want to renew the family fortune. They want to stay a relevant name, not realizing that in modernity, those legacies are being killed.
Yeah, Simon is kind of an idiot. I agree. So, but I'd like to know the idiot that let C.S. Lewis get to this point. That's my question.
Yeah,
it should have just never even got to this point. Like, what are we doing here?
Well, in my own opinion, they shot the bed with the films that they already made. Like, they put a lot of effort into The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. There's a little bit of hype for Caspian, but things weren't quite correct. And then they just like kind of threw Voyage of the Dawn Treader under the bus and just like, let's see if this IP still keeps going.
Yeah. It's right now, I think that the general sentiment in Hollywood is recreate all of the based things that people love. That way, the next generation only has those things to look to. So if they Google Chronicles of Narnia, this shows up. not the first one that they produced, right? Like even the book doesn't show up. It's the remake that shows up because they want people to forget the past. Marxists are always trying to kill the past and create a path in the future, and that be the only way that people have to go. That's why we're seeing so many remakes. They are creatively bankrupt, but this is also part of the tactics that Marxists have used for generations. Kill the past, create the future, and have nothing else for anybody to turn to. That's the only way they win.
It's like a digital book burning. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they start retconning shit and putting everything on streaming and stuff like that. Yeah.
But it's what they do is they co-opt the past to try to get the future to happen. That's what they do. They can't do it on their own because they're creatively bankrupt.
They're pretty damn creative coming up with their own fucking history. Shit, man. Coming up with their own stuff. They're pretty damn creative, kind of, in a way, but it's crappy, though.
Well, no.
Rewriting it in a worse way.
They're not being creative because, in my opinion, they're not being creative because they aren't creating something. What they're doing is basically what evil does. It morphs something that's already there. It morphs good into evil. It's a corruption of things that are already there. Therefore, they are not creating. They're only twisting it for their own, base self and purpose.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like making a book report. You go to Wikipedia and you hit Control A and then Control C and then Control V, and then you change some words around.
I guess the word I'm looking for is like, I don't know if genius is the right word. Maybe tenacious, something along those lines. Maybe I'll probably like.
Now you got big words too because you got this fancy setup.
Wow! Damn, Hoodie,
your little brain can't comprehend all the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Oh, I can't.
Do you understand the words?
And yes,
well, moving on to the next topic. There's something we can all, I'm assuming that we can all laugh about. And we're talking about Disney Plus finding out that their advertisers are banning them because all of their shows that they're hyping up and telling us that we suck for not watching them because they suck. Oh, boo-hoo little. Oh, I almost said the bad word.
Chill.
They are not performing the way that Disney has promised they would perform in order to keep the advertisements. Therefore, they are not keeping up to their end of the contract. And all their advertisers are abandoning them.
Well, and it's funny because the thing that you see happening right now is with the economy on the downtrend, we are seeing a lot of these companies also, being influenced by the fact that money's not worth what it used to be. So they are cutting advertisements in some of this stuff. We've seen the same thing with Twitch. And the reason is because they've gotten to the point that some of them can't spend any more money. If BlackRock's not investing further into Disney, Disney doesn't have the money the other people don't have the money to spend, and Disney is failing. That's what I meant to say. I got tripped up in my thought process there, but yeah, they can't spend money on Disney because Disney is not going with what people want. They're going with the cultural revolution, and it's ultimately going to be their downfall.
In addition to the cultural revolution, wokeism, buying into all that crap that they thought was going to be the future, they also, whether it's their shows that they're producing or if you're at a park, they're replacing the creativity that made Disney or made our franchises what they are. Star Wars is not what this is. They decided just because it has the IP, and you see that with Bob Iger, as long as it's an IP, creativity, originality, fantasy, all the things that create, good writing, all that doesn't matter. As long as we slap Star Wars on the label, everybody's going to watch it, right? And that's not true. And the fans are showing them that's not true. We are actually here for sticking to source material, sticking to what's true, and this isn't Star Wars. This is somebody pretending, playing make believe, but we're not stupid. We're not going to fall for it. And the dollars speak loudly, and it's about time that the money trail is starting to reflect that, and they're going to have to make changes to how they do business.
Yeah, and I bet you the marketing budget is shrinking, like Hayden's saying, and I bet you also they're finding that the amount of money they're spending on marketing isn't equating to dollars back. Because I mean, who really watches Disney Plus? It's children and people with blue hair, and then a couple of YouTubers that tell everybody how bad it is. So
yeah,
Put them together, and you get the show called Bluey, which is actually in that article. That is the only thing that's profitable for Disney Plus.
Louis a
No,
great show.
that's actually real. That's a children's show called Bluey.
Is Joe an
actually a
adult
good
Bluey
one.
lover?
I don't have any kids, but I have a lot. I'm
Yeah,
an
my friend
auntie.
does.
So
My friend's
yeah.
kids watch that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bluey's
You get the
great.
pass.
Hang
We
out.
have to-
I dare you to spend time with a 7 and 8-year-old and not get sucked into watching some kids programming.
Uh-huh.
That's actually how I discovered that Cocomelon is evil. I was hanging out with my sister's kids, and I was walking through the room like while I was babysitting and Cocomelon was on. And then I had a sudden realization that I had been standing there for like 4 minutes watching Cocomelon, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's evil. This shit is brainwashing kids. Like, this is not good."
Got you in a trance there, huh? God.
I might go
Yeah,
so
maybe
far to
correct.
say, Joe, you said that you're hanging out with your nieces and nephews, 7, 8 years old. Doesn't that kind of lie on you, especially if you're watching over them, to show them shows like Doug and Gargoyles and Animaniacs and stuff like that when we were watching at that age?
If that's more like if you have your own kids, but something as I've learned as being an auntie is you don't have any parental control. Like, and if you try to exert kind of any influence, you'll find some resistance. So I just stay out of. I do my best.
very true.
I do my best. But yeah.
But you could be the
I have
cool
had
aunt.
that discussion with my sister and other people in my family. Do not rock the boat. You will not enjoy what happens next. You check with me, or you're going to get checked. Yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah,
But-
that's the one where you have to actually influence the parents, your brothers and sisters, or whoever. You have to influence them that that's a good idea, and then they need to jump on it first.
Yes,
for sure.
influence them into the closet so they can't get out, and then you take care of their kids.
These are my kids now. I'm the parent now.
Well, I'm a firm believer to circle back to C.S. Lewis. Give me a millstone, give me a rope, and find me the closest closed off body of water, and we'll fix this problem real quick.
Mhm. We'll see terminal velocity underwater.
Yeah, it'll be a fun science experiment. Yeah, that's in the absence of a wood chipper, I might say, but.
So, does anybody think that there are any other reasons why the advertisers are jumping ship? Because obviously, this is just like surface level stuff. It's like, okay, these things aren't performing. They haven't been performed. However, they were sold a bill of goods. Basically, we promised we would make these goals. We didn't make them goals. But with the things that are happening in, like, let's say the cinema with Inside Out 2, with Moana 2, and everything like that, do you think that they're just going to reallocate that advertiser money? They're just taking away from Disney Plus and putting into other ventures?
I think they
that's part
will.
of it.
Yeah, I think they will, because here's the problem: the Hulu merger, where they bought out the rest of it. I think they realized that was fool's gold. Now they're like, oh, there's nothing going on here. That was their one push. They actually made a profit, or appeared to make a profit, or something like that. And now they're like, all right, now that we've seen what's happened and everything's transpired and everything's finished with the mergers and getting both things on the platform, they're realizing they're not getting their return on investment. So I think that's why they're backing out. I think they've seen it over a quarter, and it's so bad that they're like, okay, we're done. I think that's what's going on.
Well, so just to pull this back up, this is what I was talking about. I bet you the people with the marketing budget are throwing money at Disney, and they're just like, how come we're only getting, X amount of people versus when we advertise on a different platform? And they're probably like, this is not, the best place. Let's just throw more money at the other one.
Yeah, it's view botting, but the question is, what is worth throwing your money at this point? Because people are skipping ads, people are using ad skip browsers, people aren't watching ads, and they're not being affected by them anymore, because we're seeing from the back end what it is that these people are actually doing that are like Disney making content, stuff like that. That's why Twitch just had major advertisers pull out, because their content is not selling the ads. So where do these advertisers go to actually make sales? Because I'm not seeing anything in modern day that they're going to get the return that they're actually looking for.
Sure.
Probably social media.
Social media, YouTube mainly, and live sports. Live sports.
I was gonna say
is-
football because you're stuck
Yeah.
watching there. Like
Yeah.
it's a 2 minute morning and I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna sit there and wait for that's the commercial break to come over because I want to go back to watching the game. So I think live sports is definitely gonna be a big one. Left for TV, but save things like YouTube.
Think
That's how
about
I know
March
when
Madness.
Toyotathon starts.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
March-
the reason I say that is I'm one of the people that during 2020, I basically stopped watching sports because I got tired of all of the bullshit. So like, I don't watch anything anymore. And I know there's still a lot of people who don't. Like, obviously it's still a massive like venue for entertainment, but I don't think about it as much anymore because they pushed me out with all of their ideology that they were pushing and everything. I just stopped watching. I used to watch football every year. I watched college and NFL. I tried to catch every game that my teams were playing, and now I don't care anymore.
Do you think? Go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say, what if I had told you that a lot of football players are doing the Trump dance in the end zone? Does that make a difference? Like, the tide is turning. The tide is turning.
Come on, Aiden.
Absolutely.
Trump.
I think a lot of that though is just like they're caught up on the meme and they don't even know what it is because they're football players. They all have CTE. Like they don't think about what's actually going on.
Probably not deep thinkers.
But more to the point, Hayden, if that's what their Swiss cheese brain latches onto, that means we're winning the culture war.
We'll take it, right? Okay, we'll take it.
We got something.
One more thing to that though, like, so I can understand them taking off of, like videos and stuff like that, where people do have ad blockers, VPNs, all kinds of stuff, and they just skip it anyway, or pay extra prices so that they don't ever have to see it in the first place. But then the targeting ads it's just a question, it's just speculation. Maybe is that why Disney like fondles the balls of the people who like content creators on YouTube? And like people writing articles and people having their own blog posts, and why they're trying to hype those people up, doing them gift baskets and everything like that, so that way they could run ads over there, because they, like it or not, those people have huge followings.
It's possible, but here's the thing. YouTube did just implement something that I saw Madam Savvy talking about, and she's going to make a tutorial on this for YouTube creators where you can actually go in and turn off what industries are able to advertise on your videos. So you can go turn off the like pharmaceutical ads. You can go turn off plus size clothing and stuff like that as ads on your videos. They're moving in the direction that they're going to be able to give a lot more information to advertisers. And I think that that's a preemptive shift that they're trying to make, because they see that some parts of the culture are actually starting to move, but we have to keep in mind those parts that aren't actually moving in the direction we think they are.
So when you say that, do you mean the content creators can control the ads, but not the content viewer? And what I mean is the content viewer is the one that's going to see those. So obviously someone shilling for Disney will say yes to all those Disney ads, so that way the money is just...
Your mic is cutting out a little bit right there.
Yeah, you just went underwater.
Tell me when I'm back.
You're good. No,
You are.
We could hear what you said. Just sounded like
okay.
shit.
As long as you understood what I was saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think that the reason that YouTube implemented this at all is because they see a general shift in culture potentially happening, which will mean that a lot of those advertisers will start to pull out once they get the numbers of, oh, this many creators have turned off these advertisements. It actually is something that potentially could give us more power and more movement in this cultural shift that's happening.
Yeah.
So to me,
totally agree.
to me, it looks like in the light of the advertisement companies are gonna have to get a little bit more creative, because it's getting harder and harder for them to find the audience or to actually put their product, where they used to be able to just easily stick it everywhere, like now we can, like you guys mentioned, turn it off or choose what we want to, put in our content, or what we want to allow to be advertised. So it almost looks like the possibilities are kind of shrinking, so it's like a little bit more competitive, so it's getting harder to to actually just freely promote their product. So it's interesting.
Like,
to
have you
see.
guys ever seen on those like on anime streaming sites, because that's the best thing I can think of, is like they don't give you an advertisement on the like stream that you're watching, but instead the entire rest of the page is covered in banner ads that change every like 25 seconds or whatever it is. That's the only way they're able to get their product in front of people at this point.
Well, here's the question: if I am a consumer that's in control of the ads, how do I what box do I check to get rid of ugly people and like Jaguar ads?
That is a good question. I think we're still waiting on YouTube to come out with that one.
Yeah.
I think they should have one, because you have your buttons that say select all, select none, and then there should just be based AF. That should be just click that, and it's just it's like MREs, military, Patriot Mobile, and just auto populates with the base stuff.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything else to say?
I look forward to
Obviously,
the
I know.
Disney Plus. I
won't
want to
say no
see a
teeth,
bird.
bitch.
So
Okay, so next on the docket, I wish I had a better segue for this, but we have to talk about Nintendo. I know we're not going to fap over it like Jeremy does, but we still have to talk about what they were trying to do with the cinematic universe, or what they thought they would be able to do whenever they released Mario. Unfortunately, Nintendo never had those plans in the freaking first place. Has any of y'all seen this article before? I specifically didn't make a video on it because it got brought up in the discussion chat.
I have not.
Yeah, I read it earlier. Not at all surprised by it, though.
Okay, so since Universal got the rights to the Super Mario Brothers movie, they thought that they could like schmooze and booze with Nintendo and get the rights to a lot of things and make their own version of the MCU called the NCU, just for shits and gigs. But what Nintendo actually ended up doing was just like, nah, I mean, we don't want you to have too much power, because they hold all the cards in their hands anyway. They're not selling the IPs. They're like, we'll let you have this one. We'll also work with another studio that wants to do something else. So I think the only one that they're actually doing is Samus. They're doing Metroid. Yeah, the only one they have greenlit for Universal so far, it's a sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie and Metroid. Now, to go into this, before we go into more, just so since y'all haven't read this article yet, a live-action Zelda movie has been approved under a separate deal with Sony. So that's why they're saying this NCU is not going to work, because Nintendo is dealing with separate production companies to just get out their IPs wherever they feel the best deal is being made. So
let's not gloss over the fact. Let's not gloss over the fact that Nintendo is making a movie with Sony. The only reason Sony has PlayStation is because Nintendo's asshole. During the they made
that is also mentioned here at the end of this article. So, all right, thoughts, prayers, concerns, conceits. Go ahead.
I don't think we need a Nintendo universe. Just make separate stories.
Exactly.
How much of a universe can they have? Well, like, what do they mean? Like every like different game into
Like
one.
they're gonna
universe?
lead up
Or,
to
like,
a
just
Super
Mario
Smash
and-
Bros type thing.
They want
Yes.
Avengers.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. They're going to do
Mhm.
that would be my thought process on what Universal wants to do.
Yes.
Especially making like the Super Mario or like the Nintendo world and everything like that. They have Donkey Kong Country, they have Super Mario Land and all that kind of stuff. That's what they wanted to do. But Nintendo is specifically saying it's like, well, we'll make business with whatever company we want.
I agree with that. I'm glad that they're doing that. Definitely,
Well-
they should be keeping more control over like their IPs and stuff because
I
fuck it up somehow. So
I would say this: keep in mind that I think the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, I'm like 90% sure that that was just a fan-made theory of the direction that they were going to go. If that is the case and that was not the plan, that is a very Japanese style thing to do, to instead go, oh yeah, no, we're going to throw out our properties and like let some people make some movies, but like that's all we're going to do. Whatever's going to be most profitable, that's what the plan is, not for us to build this whole cinematic universe. So I think that may be more the route they're taking.
Well, actually, in this article, I know I didn't just like read it verbatim because I wanted us to talk about it more, but in this article right at the beginning, so this is the same insider that gave that works at Universal with going on with all this. Universal actually did want it. He's heard the big wiz talk. He's been a part of those meetings. So he has broken news in the past before. Yeah, Universal wanted it, and they have been pushing towards it. And their CEOs and executives that have been in these meetings with Nintendo, whenever they're turned down for certain things, they are trying to push for this Nintendo Cinematic Universe. Maybe that was coined by someone differently, but that's exactly what they've been trying to do.
Well, so I don't doubt that Universal was, but I do doubt that Nintendo wanted that. What were you going to say, Joe?
I'm wondering how this is going to affect for the Universal parks that you brought up. There was speculation rumors that they were going to make a Zelda ride out of that Poseidon's Fury. If this is going to basically eliminate that, since I don't know how that affects the rights if Sony is going to be doing a movie for it.
I feel like someone like Jay would know more. He probably pays way more attention, but I would feel like Universal would just like try to find some way to co-opt or lease the rights to it.
So they will, but Japanese companies and Japanese business is brutal. They decide what they're going to do, and nobody can affect what it is that they have decided that their plans are. Because the way that those corporate structures work is far different from how it works in the West, where in the West, if people throw out the possibility of, hey, we can do this and we can make some more money, like for instance, with Marvel and making the MCU, that's not going to fly necessarily with the Japanese company that looks at how something like the MCU went and goes, oh, eventually you're going to ruin our properties.
shit, sounds about right. Sounds very Asian.
ASMR Yo
I know this just from being Godzilla fan with Toho. Like I know how Japanese, companies function with their properties. So
they're very protective and they don't want anybody to have the chance to fuck them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I think that the NCU thing was probably just a fan-made theory. And it was just a rumor. It was probably something Universal wanted to do, but I bet Nintendo right out the gate was just like, yeah, okay, whatever, just to get a movie made. And then, kind of trashed the idea and was like, no, we're only doing certain things. We're only working with certain people.
Which honestly is the best way to go about it. I think they go a little too hard. I don't like the fact how they go after emulators of current systems. If you don't know what that is, it's basically the ability to run current or past systems on your computer, which is great for for archiving some of our best games that exist in society, and they just attack people for it. So Nintendo is great for making family-friendly games and making great IPs, but they're utter dog shit for letting those IPs out of their grasp. They don't know what's best. They don't know how best to go forward. It's ours. Just leave it alone. It's basically Gollum with the ring. You know,
They're
that's how they
actually
treat it.
so
Not
bad
only that,
about
but
that.
other companies too.
Well, Nintendo
Palworld
specifically is so bad about it that there was a time that they were striking people who were streaming Nintendo games.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of funny. They made one actual good movie, the Super Mario, or was it Super Mario or just Mario?
Super Mario Brothers movie.
Super Mario Brothers. That's what it's
And
called.
now
Mario
they're talking about putting Zelda together. That one, I mean, that one's going to be controversial with the character, but I just want to see a Star Fox movie.
Star Fox would be awesome.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
and Tobias.
You chill out. Star Fox 64 is fucking amazing.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
Star
that game was
Fox.
awesome.
Very good.
I just had an opportunity.
Do a barrel roll.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Tobias.
I would love to see a Metroid movie though. Like seriously, it's
Yeah,
an
I
would think it'd
offshoot.
be
It's an
good.
offshoot of Alien, but it's enough. There's enough difference from the source material because Samus Aran 100% is based off of Ellen Ripley. There's no way, like, because that was like brand new at that point. It came out 5 years after Alien, so I would love to see them do a great, like, one based off of Super Metroid. Like if they did a movie based off that and they just made it gritty and stuff like that, not rated R, but like a at the limit PG-13, I think it would be really good.
I love the Metroid franchise. Like I love. I can't think of a single Metroid game that I didn't enjoy when I played it the first time.
Metroid 2 on the Game Boy was fucking baller. It was amazing. It was like it was honestly one of the best games they ever made. I think it was better, way better than some of the other games that they made.
I honestly don't know how a one-off video of Zelda would work. If I'm being real, like, that story is more complex in order to fit it into like one cinematic experience.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
While building up the characters, like let's assume you're having newbies brought in that don't know the lore of the Legend of Zelda.
I
Don't
think
know who
knowing
Ganon
the
is, they
lore,
don't know who Link, they don't know who Zelda, they don't know any of that shit, and you're trying to bring that audience in for like a whole new set of games and everything like that. I don't think one movie will cut it ever.
I disagree. I don't think that that's the target audience. I think Zelda is one of the highest selling games on the planet, and they want to bring in the Zelda audience who does already know the lore. Whereas I'm somebody who, whenever I look at the Zelda lore, I think, well, the lore doesn't matter as much because it's just a story that repeats itself over and over again throughout time. And sure, that's somewhat important, but it's like, it's always, you get the idea of who Link is, you get the idea of who Zelda is. That's all you need. Then you have to make a cohesive story. The problem is that Zelda games are notoriously long to build all of that. So you might not have the time in a 2-hour, 2.5-hour movie to be able to show what their relationship is. But their target is the Legend of Zelda fans.
So I'm chomping at the bit here.
Real quick, like Hayden, I love how I posited a scenario. You're just like, I disagree, and then you changed all the parameters of the question that I asked. I was like, okay, I think we can. I agree with everything you said, but that wasn't the question I asked whatsoever. It was completely the opposite of it.
Non-responsive.
Well, I mean, I think okay. So I guess the way that I understood the question was, how do they bring in people that aren't Zelda fans?
Well, let's say, okay, so maybe I should, Mo.
I'm dying here. You got to let me talk.
Okay, all right. So I'll answer his question really quickly, and then you go. All right.
Well, hang on. That
All right,
wasn't
so-
my question. That's what I thought your question was.
Okay, so let me solidify the question that I was saying. I was like, okay, let's say, because I would only assume that they're trying to make this, if they're making a cinematic universe and they want to include Zelda, and it's not going to be a one-off movie, so they're going to need to build a story structure. But in order to do that, they're going to have to get things off the ground first. Now, if they're only including the people who are around nowadays that grew up with it. Well, those people are going to phase out pretty soon. So you're going to want to build the story, flesh out the characters, build that foundation for things to move onward so more generations could come up. That would be the smart way of doing it. But I don't think that can be done in one movie. And that's all they have right now from Nintendo is that one movie.
I don't think that's the plan.
We
at
never
all.
claimed to be.
But
I think
okay,
the
so
plan is bring in the Zelda fans, and that's it, because they're still pumping out Zelda games.
but here's the thing. Here's what I was going to say, and it's driving me nuts. And I'm the old man on the panel for sure. But does anybody remember the movie Kroll?
Yes.
Yes. No. That is how you do a 2-hour encapsulated Zelda movie. There's so much crap going on. There's so much lore. There's so much stuff that you don't understand that they haven't used in really any other movie. You have the Cyclops. You have the palace that rotates around, and you have Liam Neeson, which helps. But Kroll, like all you would have to do is tweak that a little bit. You can make a 2-hour Zelda movie, and it's full of lore, and you don't have to be a Zelda normie, and you could totally get there. Like seriously, like there are examples that are 40 years old at this point that we can do a Zelda movie. I think you can do it, but who knows if anybody has the capacity to do it, because that movie was so like kind of deep in like connecting strings and how things work. People didn't understand like how good that movie was. I love that movie, but it would be like you change a few things, you put a Zelda mask over the top of that, it would be amazing. It would be an amazing movie. It would be an encapsulated 2-hour Zelda movie.
By the way, I agree with both perspectives here that they are targeting the like built-in audience, because if there was a Zelda movie, you have a built-in huge audience of rabid fans who would race to the theater to see it as long as they don't screw it up. But I also think that they're always looking to the future, because that's what good marketing does. Like I like having younger people in my family that I can just like get a pulse and say like, what is this generation into right now? The kids are Pokemon's never stop, because Pokemon never stops. Like that's always on. Like the kids' TV shows are always on Netflix. They know it. They play the games. They're obsessed with it. So it's wild to see so many generations into Pokemon. They'll continue. The Mario Brothers movie, my 7-year-old and 8-year-old nieces, they adore it. That's going to continue. So no worries there. But if you ask them, do you like Zelda? They're going to like cock their head and be like, what's that? So I do think that there needs to be for them a continuation into the new generation with that IP. I think it's a great opportunity for them to do it, and I think they're gonna take that opportunity to try to refresh that, while also having the guaranteed audience of, nostalgic fans. So they've got to somehow cross both, and do both of that at the same time.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, that's why I brought up Kroll. It's totally obscure, and unless you're of a certain age, you don't even know that movie exists. It's a great movie.
Brought up an obscure movie on stream, and only one other person acknowledged they knew of it.
Watch the movie
because I'm a cinephile, so like I've watched a whole lot of crazy movies. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known what it was either.
But Malty, since you've seen the movie, am I wrong? I feel like there's a lot of meat in that movie where it could have been better, but
I'm saying you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I can see the comparisons you're making and that juxtaposition. So like I completely get where you're coming from with that, and I do
absolutely.
Watch the movie. It's so good.
Isaac understands that movie reference. That's kind of insulting, actually.
He knows so many movies.
He knows all the ways to overcook steak too. So do we really trust him?
He knows all the movies because he's watching movies instead of paying attention to the grill.
Joe, how do you eat your steak?
What's that?
How do you eat your steak, Joe?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I was actually a vegetarian. I was a vegan for most of my life. My whole family. Hey, the story changes.
The story changes.
Was that you, Yo Pops?
Look, I actually have it tattooed on my wrist. I was a vegan for since I was a kid. My parents raised me that way. My whole family are still that way. And then last year I got sick with long COVID. I became I was disabled. I was walking with a cane, and then I started eating meat, and I'm back to normal. So yeah, I like my steak bloody. Okay.
Hell yeah!
Right. Yes.
Let's go.
Got DJ Pops over there.
He's honing his skills.
And I think it's a sin if you overcook steak.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to join the GCA?
That's the only prerequisite.
Really?
All that matters is you have to disagree with Isaac on almost everything.
Listen, I'm a ginger and a VTuber, and they let me in. All right, it's a low
You
bar.
have no soul.
We can do an exception to Isaac just because we're doing this little charity thing for retarded children. You know, so we're just giving a little
In
exception.
Minecraft.
That's what we told Yopops, but really, that's the same thing, but for Yopops.
No!
I believe the Yo Pops is our future.
He needed his green card, and we took pity on him. We gave him shelter.
He needs his helmet.
Oh,
I don't know if I can do that. I don't.
Yeah, it's either
on,
one or
Mo.
all.
Yeah, we can give Joe one.
Oh.
Too high up.
Hi.
It's a new thing we get all our guests to, apparently.
Yeah, I only
little
had.
cat ears on hers.
She has to have a separate one that has cat ears on that. as
Oh,
well.
I can totally do it. Yeah. So it was okay. So continue on.
Well, go ahead and do it because APF, while APF is conjuring up secret meme, or you can be working on that. Does anyone have any? Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
Mo, go ahead and set up a poll on a different site because we have 4 memes plus 1 video meme.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one tonight.
We can't do that.
What was the other one called? I can't remember.
Straw
I don't
poll.
remember what it's. Yeah, straw poll.
Straw poll. Hey, that's exactly how awesome it is. Straw poll. What is it? What are your methods?
We'll
All
we'll
right.
have Nairnal drop the link.
Yeah, sure. Post it in private chat so I have it.
So, did anyone have any final thoughts on the Nintendo stuff or anything they want to say before we hit up Secret Memer and ABF? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone have any final thoughts?
I think gatekeeping is great until a point, but then there's diminishing returns, and like Nintendo always does, they're straddling the line at the moment. So
Agreed.
Need responsible gatekeeping. Responsible.
yes. Like if Yopops hits another sound effect, he's gonna get yeeted.
He was just thinking about it. Saw it.
Damn on it, you know?
Responsible.
It works.
Sean, you haven't said very much. I don't know if you have anything you wanted to add real quick.
No, not really.
All right. Well, in that case, we go to Secret Memer.
Oh, not really.
I have to move.
Oh, I see why now.
Move this thing up.
All right, vanilla
Yeah.
thing, man. You got it. There you go.
It's a perfect fit.
I love
Like it was-
consoles. Consoles
Like it was
are
meant to
best.
be.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's meant to
except
be.
I can't sit like this forever. Oh my god.
He's better come make
I can do the Judge Dredd one again.
I tried to put it back.
Who's
There we
fighting
go.
with me?
That was me. My bad.
Okay.
Well, Joe, I don't know if you know what the secret memer is, but people send me memes in Discord DMs for the show, and we don't say who they are, and everybody votes on them, and whoever wins becomes king of the Discord for a week.
normally by changing
The
their
king
name
with no
to the
power.
the gay.
King
or-
with no power, essentially, yes.
They get the title.
The honor.
The council controls.
Here is meme number 1. Which I don't even fully understand.
I'm happy.
It's not even a
There's
dig on
something
Mo.
happening
It should be
here.
in reverse.
I think
Okay,
it's
there's-
gay. No. Late Ghey. Yes.
Oh, because that's even gayer. Okay, that might make sense.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it's Drake meme.
It's
Yeah.
Drake.
We
and
okay.
Canadian, so he's double gay.
Yeah, so we don't. They say you don't know who made this. I know exactly who the fuck made this.
I have a guess on who made this.
I think we all know.
So go ahead and keep making that straw poll there, Mo. I don't know what you want.
Oh,
to do
I'm
with this one.
on you, buddy. I'm on
Okay.
you.
And then we have meme number 2 here. And I think you'll know exactly who made this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Forgot to put the S at the end of feeling.
It's all directed towards you this week, it seems like.
All right, we're gonna call this one Ray Zamboni. So
here's another one. By the way, everybody was like, "I'm so low effort this week," and these are what happened. So, do a push up when a GCA member says something gay. It's only been 15 minutes.
Probably.
I love that meme, by the way.
I like how they put the popping googly eyes on them too.
Glad we could help.
So what would you call that one? Base?
I would say GCA push-ups.
Okay.
Oh, Erwin's here. Erwin, did you have an entry?
Yeah.
If
Erwin,
you've been
one,
here
send it
earlier,
quick.
then I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
He's
bro.
been here.
Can't say if
for a
you did
while.
that one.
Bro, I've got like a shit ton of stuff that I'm keeping eyes on at all times. My bad, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So, the person
I want a divorce.
The person that sent me this said that Casey Cheeto was some influence on this one.
Yes, she was. She was the very first one to
Shout
turn me
out.
into a girl.
That is horrifying.
Oh, that's
Look how good Walt.
No, stop zooming in.
Oh my
Please.
god!
Oh, come on.
Oh, Malty.
Give me a
You
fucking
would be
cracker
beautiful
too.
bride.
Hey!
Is that Mo? Who's that?
That is Mo.
That's
So here's the real question: who got the short end of the stick in this relationship?
I don't know. I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
I'm
want to
pre-op.
know.
Pretty sure Malty did.
Yeah.
God,
Uh,
Funny.
I vote on that one to win.
That is a nightmare.
That one is.
That one doesn't win. This is rigged.
Oh my god.
All right, so that's all of those, and then we have the video meme, which we've decided are overpowered and deserves its own category, right?
Why am I putting it in a straw poll then? I could do 4.
No, don't put the video. No, go ahead and put the picture one up, and then while the picture one is up, we'll show the video meme because that's the only one.
Oh, it's
They're
the
not.
only- okay. I see.
There's
I
no
see.
competition. Yep.
Yeah, but then he could have
All
done it on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, I could have done that on YouTube. That's okay. We're professional.
No, because you can only do 3 on YouTube, right?
No, you can do 4.
Oh, you can do 4. My bad.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it live.
Doing it live. And here is the video meme.
Oh no.
No,
The logo.
the person that made this, you should have got the one where he like turns back around and smiles. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny.
This is
Still good,
for
Still
people
good.
who aren't political. This is a thing that Biden does every time he is asked any sort of difficult question. He smiles, turns, and walks away.
I wish I could do that at work.
Was this the one where
Don't
he
we
walked
all?
away into the forest and where everybody's like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah. They were like ready to send a search party after him.
Going for a little stroll.
All right, guys. The straw poll is in the chat. There we go. Now people are voting. There we go. 3 votes. What are we doing here, guys? Come on.
All right, I'm gonna
Vote, vote, vote.
Let's see here.
Play the music.
Which music do you want?
How long did you okay?
There we go.
Does this
Oh,
have
now
a
people are
time limit?
catching.
Just as filler while we're waiting on this to go through.
Uh-oh.
Wait, so is
Close.
chat, or is the poll in the chat right now?
What are we looking at?
Yo, Pops, take
yeah,
it
it's in the
away.
chat.
I should probably start looking at.
Hello, good evening, everybody. We got a nice little poll in the chat. No, not that poll. We're talking about a poll to see what you think is going to be the best meme out there. Go ahead and vote. Get on in there. Tell us what you like. Who will be the king The meme king. The king, meme king.
I know at some point you're gonna start licking the microphone or doing something weird. Just jump to the case.
Kick him.
Go ahead and vote, baby. Vote or die.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna say this, but I think I miss Yopop's shitty popping mic.
I think you're right.
He had a lot less confidence back then.
He's gonna change his name now.
Push mode, baby. This is
10
all
seconds.
Yopops.
10,
All night long.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4.
Joke's gonna be on y'all for making fun of him. He's gonna like launch an ASMR channel tomorrow and like take off.
He's already got his own channel going.
He lives in
and
LA. I'm surprised he doesn't have one already.
He's gonna be more successful than all of us.
He's gonna have 2
All right.
million subscribers within 3 weeks because
Yes.
for some reason women like to listen to men do weird role play ASMR.
So, all right. So, the multi-mo marriage of macabre nastiness. I don't even know what I
Bring it in. Bring it in.
So,
That was risk it
Come
for
here.
a biscuit.
Come here. Come here.
No, stop.
Ew.
It's getting real gay.
I got you. I got you, buddy.
Alright, that's getting quick.
Oh, take it easy. Take it
And the
So
video
to,
meme
cel-
was,
to celebrate our holy union, we have 5 super chats that we need to get to. So think of this as our what do they call it? The dole. The shit. I'm tired. Anyways, or like the gifts at the marriage. Anyways, all right.
The dowry.
Anyways, take it away, Yo Pops. Forget I even said anything.
what am I doing?
I had it right. I was like the dowry, and I was like, wait, that might not
Dowry.
be
That's what it was.
okay, but I was like,
Dowry.
the gifts at the marriage. Yeah, like
So
okay.
sorry, risk it for a biscuit. As it goes, I accidentally unstarred you. So thank you for your gifted. Thank you for your membership that you bought. I really appreciate it. All right, there you go. Take it away, Yo Pops.
Nerd Wars with the $5 GCA super chat. Thank you, Nerd Wars. How you doing, Irvin? Hope you're doing good. Just got to bed. Did I miss anything interesting today? Yes, you did. You missed everything, baby. You missed everything.
Apparently, I'm married and Mo, so I don't know.
All right. Vagabundo Davon, $5 super chat. Thank you, Vagabundo. Two, would like to see a Star Fox movie. It is perfect compared to the other properties. Yeah, right. Yes, I swear. It not hente.
It's not hentai. Dude,
So it's just like
out of all of us, you should know how to say that.
Our Asian
You're really
can't
close to
pronounce.
what Vagabundo sounds like.
He's on. It's scary. If he asks for watermelon margarita, I'm gonna pass out. So
War Machine 300 gifted a 5 GCA memberships. Thank you, War Machine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Also, in the same token, War Machine 300 became a new member of the GCA.
You did it for yourself too. Let's go.
Baby, let's go. Corn Boy gifted 1 GCA membership. Thank you, Corn Boy.
Thank you, Corn
Thank you,
Boy.
man.
Corn Boy, the first super. What was it? Super thanks.
Yeah.
Super thanks. He's the very first
He was the
member.
first
so-
member too. Yeah.
Yep. So you got right out ahead of it. So, and then lastly,
Looks like
from up
we got
north.
Yeah, looks like we got ourselves a bit of a celebrity in here. Gooch. What's going on, Gooch?
What
Gets
up,
us 5
Gooch?
GCA memberships. Thank you, Gooch.
Thank you,
Thanks,
brother.
man.
Craziness.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
So yes. Thank you everybody for contributing on the stream. It's been a blast. Okay. Oh, so somebody had to be important.
For you again? One more?
Thanks, Corey.
7 tonight. I think.
Lord.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry.
Say it. You
Cajun
get most
Corey.
ASMR, most Cajun.
In most cases, oh shit, okay.
Really like Boomhauer.
I'm about to be
Go
on
full
ASMR.
You're getting close. You're getting
Get
close.
Get close. Cajun Corey, get the 5 G, not 5. Cajun Corey, get the 1 GPM membership of it.
We did.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Cajun Corey.
So, Cajun Corey gives one
Snapping
GCL
wrist.
membership.
Holy shit, we got another one
What
coming
are
in
you
here.
doing, Risk It? golly.
Risk it.
Oh,
Holy.
risk it.
bro.
Gifted. Gifted 5. Or 5. I keep on saying 5. I don't know why I keep on saying 5. 10.
I don't know.
That's
something
five.
You're
about
supposed
that
to be good at
voice.
math. What
You
are
should
you
know how to
doing?
count.
5 times
Yeah.
2. So that's 10. 10 GCA memberships.
Thank you, Risk It.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you in Greenville, by the way. Super awesome guy. So if you have the chance to hang out with him, I highly recommend it. Thank you.
freaking
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you, sir. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good gracious. So there was one guy in the chat earlier that was like, hey, look, Brian Kennel got gifted a membership. And I was like, bullshit. There's no way he like knows who we are. And I was like, oh, wait, it actually does.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Where? Pull it up.
I took a
I mean, I'm just
screenshot,
looking at
but
the
I
chat.
don't have time right now to put it.
See, it
but-
was Gooch. Gooch gifted him one.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
Of course, he'll never show his face, but one of these days, I will make him at least show a little bit of forehead.
I was going to say.
You want to move into the final thing?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Do it.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to use that. Never mind.
What happened?
I tied my own tongue because the segue I was going to use was going to be something that I shouldn't say in the presence of other women.
So standard fare.
Kitchen talk.
Good idea. Good idea, Mal.
Guy talk. So let's talk about something that women do like. Which is
Henry.
Warhammer.
Yay!
No, it was not Warhammer. It's Henry. Is it not both though?
It is.
No, we don't care about
It's just
Warhammer.
Henry.
No.
It's just Henry.
We as men care about Warhammer.
I
Can
think
you
Magda.
please move it up so we don't look at his forehead?
Well, no, I thought you would like to look at this, the person who wrote this article and their image, because
I
you don't care about
know.
Warhammer. I'm just going to keep it up there. But there he
Oh.
is.
Perfect. Leave it there. Thank you.
Okay, we can leave it there forever. So, oh golly,
Ah.
I forgot that it goes into Ray's circle pit of hell from Last Jedi when I do that. So, obviously, we got some news today, and it just so happens to come at a very opportune time, which I think was actually planned because they had till the end of this fiscal year in December in order to move forward, or they would lose the rights to the for Warhammer 40K.
Yep.
Excuse me. Can you stop talking?
Would you like to go back to this, Magda, or can I just continue to show you pictures? I will go back up to it as soon as I'm done talking, and then we can all talk about it. Don't worry. Close your eyes and get ready. So exactly 2 years after Amazon MGM Studios acquired the global rights to the Warhammer 40K games, and yes, Henry has said that he wanted to purchase those rights. He wanted to be in charge of the making of this TV series, but they've been pretty radio silent on on a lot of things for a long time. Now they've broken the silence and be like, oh yeah, it's all official, baby.
So I think that, yeah, they probably waited for this perfect moment because after we got the announcement that secret level was going to be a thing, it was like, what's the best time to announce this? Oh, right when the secret level episode comes out, which from what I've heard is good. I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers, please. But that's the perfect time to announce, yeah, we're moving forward. And Henry is the perfect person to carry this forward because he is a massive fan of Warhammer. This is somebody who got fired because he was sticking true to the lore of The Witcher. And so I think it's safe to assume that he's going to stick to the lore of Warhammer. And I'm excited about seeing this because I'm a casual Warhammer fan. I've played a couple of games. I have a couple of armies. And this like seems really promising to me.
Yeah, the Warhammer episode out of Secret Level was by far the best one out of the 8 that they dropped. And I can't help but think that it was planned that way, that they were just going to go like full high tea on that episode. Who knows if the Henry Cavill series will have the same, energy, but that definitely hyped a lot of people up.
Well, from everything that I've heard with Henry Cavill and how geeky he is, and like he wants to stay true to the lore, and especially since he wants to, grab the bull by the horns and specifically pointing out 40K for this, as long as he gets at least executive producer, if not showrunner rights or whatever capacity he wants to be on there, as long as he gets his say, it will be faithful.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that this is a fairly niche market that can grab a lot of people's attention because there's so much to it that if they do it properly, this will foster a whole new audience, just like Game of Thrones did whenever it first came out, like as a TV show.
Joe,
I
do you
don't know
know
anything
anything
about
about
it, though. I'm
this?
excited.
I mean, I played the games. I played a couple of Warhammer games. I tried reading one of the books, but it's like one of those things that's, to me, it's like so much content that it actually became overwhelming. But I agree with Henry being the right person. I mean, the guy has been very vocal about, for years, his passion for Warhammer. Before, like on things that that is true. You do have a lot of eye candy behind you.
Darby's thirsting over there.
But yeah, the guy's been on, like, I've seen countless interviews with him, like years ago, talking about how he paints these little figurines, and people were kind of like, huh? So I think that it's the right guy, and I hope he just doesn't get fired again.
So, Joe, I would just recommend listening to the book. Get it on Audible, and get Eisenhorn.
Okay.
Because if you want to hear a fucking awesome story and get a lot of like lore and how the world works and stuff like that, that's one to listen to. Eisenhorn is a great book.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I think I just got overwhelmed with just the extensive library and where to start, and then. I think I picked the wrong place to start. I don't even remember.
It's difficult. Girl, like you could. So some of the Warhammer books pick up in the middle of like some war or something, but Eisenhorn actually follows the path of he's an inquisitor for the Imperium of Man, and he's going to investigate a crime. So it's almost like it's a crime mystery story, but there's lots of combat and lots of good stuff happening in it. There's 3 books that I know of in the Eisenhorn saga, and they're so good. It's one of the things that got me into it. And then I went and spent a ridiculous amount of money to buy Warhammer armies, and then started playing Warhammer games. And it's definitely worth checking out if you like, listening to audiobooks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I swallow books whole. Like, I'm a bibliophile, so I'm down. And I like sci-fi and fantasy, so it seems like it's right up my alley.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, I haven't read the books myself, but I want to get into it. But from what I've read, it sounds like you can start in multiple different places because it just covers different factions. So there's not like any right answer of how to do it. But I don't know. I can't help but think that Star Wars is a dead horse, and this might be the new cool sci-fi thing.
It's totally possible.
Yeah, I knew nothing about it. I assumed it was something like World of Warcraft, but in space, almost like a StarCraft kind of thing, or maybe something like that. Until last night when I was going to bed, and ABL was just like, "Hey man, watch this. We might want to play it during the show tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, looks cool. I have a lot of questions because I don't know the lore about anything." I was like, "I've got a lot of freaking questions about this because I can nitpick this apart, but it also might be living up to the lore of 40K. I just don't know what that is, but it looks cool on the surface at least."
So to completely dumb it down, it's like steampunk mixed with like religious zealotry.
Well, that's for the Imperium of Man, yes.
Yep.
It's
where a lot of the stories lie.
They have just a very quick, like 30,000 foot view. They have the God Emperor of Man, who actually died, but his body is being kept alive, and he is their emperor. But he only speaks to a certain sect of the Imperium of Man. But the entire point is for them to wipe out all of the chaos and all of the warp, like demons, as they call them. and there are elves and all of your like typical fantasy stuff is involved in this, but like the warp is a place that's like where you travel through hyperspace, like Star Wars style. And there are creatures that live inside of the warp, and some of the races live inside of the warp. And I actually play as one of the races that lives inside of the warp, the Drukhari, which are the Dark Eldar. The Eldar are the race of elves, but they're very highly, like, technically sophisticated and stuff like that. It gets so deep, and it's so fucking cool if you're a fan of fantasy or of sci-fi, because there's so much to it.
Yeah, this,
and
I was just gonna say this. Event Horizon is essentially a Warhammer piece talking about how warp drive works in Warhammer.
Event Horizon is a freaking awesome movie.
It's a really good movie. Yeah,
I haven't seen Event Horizon.
You've never seen
Sam Neill, Lawrence Fishburne. Oh,
I can't
my
say I have either.
Jason Isaacs is in it as well. Dude, come on.
No, I'll have
You
to
have
watch
to like horror because there's some wacky and wild stuff that goes
Well,
on.
that's how the entire Warhammer 40K universe is it is like a horror sci-fi fantasy. Like there's so much going on, man. So that it would make sense. Like I don't know if it's actually Warhammer or if it's just something that's tangentially like connected because it's like a similar genre, but no, that sounds like it's right up my alley.
Mhm. I think you would really enjoy that movie. I think it came in on 97, but well worth it. Hoodie, are you ready real quick?
I am.
All right. You had something you wanted to show us, so let's give you the spotlight.
I hope Erwin is still in the chat. He is. Erwin. So I have a couple new pickups here. First is something from the 90s X-Men era. We got Professor X. This is the Warlord.
We are professionals.
Wait, you got Mo?
What is happening?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Mo is taking his Princess Diana moment
What?
and he's waving to the crowd.
He was
What are you
fapping
doing?
all the right ways.
There you go. Here, I got it.
What is
There you
this?
Oh, Mo, what happened?
Hi,
Don't touch
everybody.
anything.
Hi.
Oh, you turned Italian.
I thought we were okay, but let's restart here. So we have Professor X. This is the X-Men 90s Uncanny X-Men.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this on the card back just because it has that retro card back. And then we have something that's a little more recent. I have not read these comics myself, but it looks cool, so I got it. This is the Captain America when he's Hydra. And he's working for Hydra. So he's going against the U.S. here. He's working with the Red Skull, so it's a
He's
pretty
got
dope
that
looking
gay
thing.
European shield.
So that's it. Those are what I got to show off this week.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, this again.
Oh, I kind of like that when he was talking about like Captain America and stuff like that, and you came back and it almost looked more like a comic book. You know what I'm talking about?
This?
No, the fucking layout whenever we came back.
Oh,
from
yeah.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Comic
It
book.
looked
Now I
like
gotta like center
cooler.
myself more.
Yeah, I was gonna say retards unite.
I don't
How do we
have
do this?
hands that can move.
Oh my gosh. Hayden, of course you don't.
Yeah, unite.
I'm not in my
That's
3D
not gonna mean
avatar.
at all.
Move your head, Hayden. Move your head up and down real fast. Just shake your head.
I can give the bedroom eyes, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there you go. You could flip your hair like a Garnier commercial. I've seen you do that before, but that's yep, there you go.
Too fast, too fast.
Oh, that was gay.
Kill it
Oh,
with fire.
Yeah, Dermy's offering
Yeah.
lessons in case anybody needs
I was gonna
help.
say,
Yeah, it's definitely a LARP.
we don't have anything extra to offer. If you catch my drift, we're dealing with the normal set, not the extra set that Dermy has. I'm not going to dress up as Little Mermaid at any point ever.
He might. Don't listen. You might. You just might.
You never know.
You don't want this. You don't.
What's the price? Of
I
it?
don't want it, but the chat does.
No,
We didn't want
I
Jordan
don't.
to do it either.
Nobody has said that, Hoodie.
I think
Nobody
we
has
just found
said
a
that.
stretch goal for the fundraising stream. That's what I think.
Look, I've lost about 20 pounds. All right, the boobas have gone away. There's not going to be much
Well,
there.
okay.
It's gonna be like the Haley
We'll stop
Bailey.
them.
Maybe the
Yes.
fat has gone away. The skin has not shrunk up yet.
This is an awful conversation.
What's this?
We probably just stop.
Well, it's us.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go, Isaac.
Look at the time counter on the top. This is always when we go off the rails and it just becomes like a complete
that's
shit
true.
show, which means it's time for outros. So let's start with our guest
Mercifully,
of the
yes.
hour. You have the floor for as long as you want. Talk about anything you want.
Me? I don't know. Come and hang out at my channel sometime. I'm gonna have a celebration stream. I have to figure out when I'm doing this because I'm supposed to be playing video games with Tugs on Friday. I'm not mentally prepared to do a celebration stream on Friday, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned. It's probably gonna be on the weekend, but I'm gonna have friends on. Hopefully, I have to ask them if they want to come on, but I think they'll say yes. So yeah, stay tuned. And I'm gonna probably go through some of Wiley Dave's. He sent me some Star Trek figurines from Deep Space Nine because I'm a huge fan. So I've been waiting to do a stream to show them off. So that's probably when I'm do it. So yeah, stay tuned. And if you haven't checked me out, come check me out. I play video games and sometimes I talk. So that's it.
Oh, and Kit, do you have her link tree? Yeah, Kick,
Yes,
and
Sarah's
then
been
you're
doing
also she's on YouTube and everything, all that. Hell yeah, it's been great to have you. I kind of wanted you to just go off on some rant on somebody. Just pick someone and pick on them.
I'm actually really nice. I'm not.
Oh, I know you are. Yeah, wink, wink. But
Oh, you meant like that's what you wanted me to do for real? For real? No, I'm not gonna do that.
like, if you feel like, I mean, yeah, if you feel like it. No, I was just fucking around and joking. I just wanted you to go off at some point, like if it's something that you wanted to say, something you wanted to like hype up, other than your own channel. Shut the fuck up, Mo. I will kill you.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. That was your box. That was your box.
I watched him fucking do
My
it.
soundboard
Oh,
is
no.
like 10 feet this direction. Right
Oh no,
now.
Mo, you gotta go to the meme war in Discord.
Sean is the nicest human being ever. I would never say anything bad about him.
Okay, I'll share.
It's not
Yeah,
good.
that's pretty much the boobas I'm working with right here. So this is wow.
Yeah, please share
that
with the
was,
class.
That was record time. That is really creepy. And I'm here for
Shout
it.
out to Rizkit for a biscuit.
Oh my, God.
goodness.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Air's not frizzy enough, but good job.
Hey, I
Not
have a
only
tan for
you're
once in my life.
I was gonna
That's
say
good.
you're trans species and transracial. Look at you.
I
And transsexual.
Does this count as the ultimate what is it called? Intersectionality?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Uh-huh.
wins
Oh,
the
big time.
intersectionality
Mhm.
wars.
I love that fishy half.
Yep. And if you look, if you look up and to the right of where I'm sitting, I got a bong waiting for me. So I'm just like I'm ready to rock.
It
I
does look
don't
like a
know.
bong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, your tail is so shiny. I love it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Wow. I'm glad to see myself with a tan for once in my life. All right.
You weren't lying, dude. Your tits got really small.
I did. Hey, I've been working out.
Hey, swimming all the time. You know how much cardio that is? That's
Yeah.
a lot of cardio. Probably eating a lot of fish
I'm
down there
trying
too.
Also, got to store some fat because it's cold deep underwater. So got to have some deposit somewhere.
It's on his butt.
I could just borrow some from Dermy if I need any. He's got plenty. So
Mo was down on his scales.
This conversation is weird as fuck.
Yeah, this is
all right,
going
Dan. This isn't a hypnotic stream. All right.
I'm going to kill you, Yo Pops. Now that I know who it is. Oh my gosh! Stop it. Okay. I didn't even do it. That was not even me.
That was probably ABF. He don't
Yo
miss.
Pops, since you're on your way out of the country, what do you have coming up?
You know what? Now that I'm not on my rooftop anymore, for a little bit. I'm going to be streaming during the day, so just catch me. I'll just be bullshitting around, and yeah, I need to get watch hours and all that stupid crap. So
No. Okay, listen. So Yo Pops actually does live streams where he DJs music and does like
He did until his streams got
creation.
taken down.
I moved over to Kick. I did it. I signed up for Kick.
Do you have Kick now?
He's
Oh,
doing
okay.
it on Kick.
I know. So yeah, I got that.
Go
but
check him out.
Yo, Pops, are you of Korean descent?
I am.
You need to be taking advantage of the Hallyu wave and just
Oh,
play
we
up
found
the
him,
fact that
ladies
you
and
are
gentlemen.
super Korean.
Wait, I got to do what? I got to play up what?
The Korean aspect. Take advantage of the West loving the Hallyu wave, the K-pop love, and the. Come on, you gotta play into it. You gotta play into it. I don't know if you are what your status of with the girls are, but you should be by now. You should have like 10 bitches deep. Okay, like I'm just saying. There is no excuse. You can just be like, market yourself right. Listen, market yourself right, and you could be
K-pop.
K-pop.
There is a fandom of BDS that is massive, and you could probably capitalize on that.
I didn't think you were gonna stop at
I'm
BDS.
dead serious on this.
Yeah.
I'm not
If
kidding.
that was me, bro. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe
Shut
next
up.
time.
Shut up, Multi. Shut up.
See?
Don't even say it.
Listen, if you know enough about K-pop, you can get yourself a little K-pop makeover, dye your hair, give yourself frosted tips, maybe do something with your eyebrows.
Just completely change yourself.
Weird.
I'm just saying, for success.
He had the man bun going for a
Yeah,
while,
for-
but
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That was so annoying. God, long hair sucks.
Maybe drop in a few.
top squirt. You look like. Never mind. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, drop a few Korean words in there, like Hajima, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Arashi, arasan.
Well, there's a certain word in Korean that means you, but it starts with ni and ends with ga.
No.
I would not recommend that one.
The thing you're talking about, that's like mostly Chinese. You'll hear Chinese people say it a lot, and it's usually like them saying like It's like that. They'll be like whatever that word, right? And they'll be pointing at stuff and like that. It's either that or it's just like some word that's just like and like
But in,
let me like
in Korean, isn't that you?
No, in Korean it's like no.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's like it's like no. So it's a little bit not. I don't think it sounds similar.
No, I'm just saying, like you
Maybe
could
that's why I
play
had
up some aspect of a language that nobody in the West understands.
헤이든이 맞아. 한국말로 이제 다 통할게요.
All right.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. If anybody out here attacks us for not being diverse enough, we just had a Puerto Rican cat lady give props to a Korean,
Puerto Rican cat.
whatever the fuck he is.
I am
Yes.
Dominican. There has to be some clarity here. I am Dominican.
I'm
I am not Puerto Rican.
wow. I am
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, I made that.
mistake.
That's
I have friends that
Mo
are
fell
Dominican.
for it.
That was a bad mistake.
Mo, you fucking fell for it because I put that like before we ever even started as like late and fashionably Puerto Rican. I was like, no, this was the first mistake whenever the first live stream that I saw Joe on, because we were talking about Puerto Rican food versus Dominican food, and I made the mistake of thinking she was Puerto Rican, but she was actually Dominican.
Yeah.
So I was misled by Malti. Lo siento.
It's okay.
Yo me gusta mofongo. So.
Mofongo's, yes, it's delicious.
Fuck it. Anyways. We're all deplorable people here, but like I said, we met our DEI quota for our bridge quota. Excuse me, Hayden. We met it by the end of the
yeah, we don't use DEI anymore.
That's right. Got to get them.
That's not how bridge works. That's not what bridge is. But okay. Yeah.
And don't forget your redheads, soulless beings. They also count towards your quota.
Well, no, we get excommunicated and turned into black people or something.
This is true.
They don't count. They don't count towards the quota in the Book of Life, but they do count towards our diversity quota.
Well, I guess it's nice to be useful somewhere. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. All right. Magda, the shining light of the stream. How are you doing, lady?
Doing good. So let's see, what can I say? So tomorrow I'm going to see a movie, actually, and it's gonna be the Lord of the Rings, the anime movie, which is I'm actually pretty excited because this is totally out of my comfort zone. I usually don't watch the movies like that, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, I will probably report back when I'm done watching, but yeah.
When you say
Yes,
when
I
you-
have a lot of tea. I have a lot to say.
It-
You're right,
she definitely-
Lord was. Yes.
When you- when you-
I make notes.
when you say there's these kind of movies that you don't normally watch, do you mean the anime style, the
The
cartoonized
anime,
style, or you mean
yeah,
Lord of the Rings?
yeah, the anime style. So, so I don't know if it's, if it's gonna be any good. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'm, supposed to be biased or not. Haven't heard much, but I have watched the trailer. I think just recently before, one of the other movies that I've seen in the movie theater, and it looked interesting enough for me to actually decide to go. So, yeah. So
Is
we'll
it
see
at
what.
AMC?
Yes, it is.
Should be everywhere.
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what isn't at AMC? This is not at AMC.
Yeah.
Would.
Would?
Wow.
Whoever made this, fuck you.
I believe that was Nerd
Oh,
Slut.
guess what? It's gonna get way.
Yeah, it's about to
way,
get
way
worse.
If that's from
No.
Erwin, it's going to get. Oh,
Oh my
no.
God.
Oh no.
Why does he look like what's his face? Oh my god, Corky Romano. Fucking what's his fucking,
You guys want
That
some
is cursed.
cookies?
what's-
Yeah, that's. I mean, would you, chat? Would you? Would you?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Shut up, Magno. You're the first one. You'll be the first one at the fucking
Caught
door.
me. Chris Kattan, someone said, yeah.
Chris Kattan. Chris
Oh,
Kattan.
yeah.
Yes.
A- AB, where's my finger?
Look at Shock said he'd fight Multicoin.
To the moon.
You guys are degenerates.
I have to change my name to
Coming from
Multi
me.
Minty so they can mint some coins or something like that.
I need to get a whistle sound on the soundboard.
You don't.
Oh my gosh! Please don't. Okay, Hoodie, you're next. Go ahead. Hurry up.
Hey everybody. It was a great show tonight. Had a lot of fun. I have been playing this new Marvel Rivals game, and as someone who's not a big fan of hero shooters, I gotta say I'm having a lot of fun with this. There's a huge diversity of characters as far as powers and different play styles you can do. So I definitely recommend everyone check it out. It's free. It doesn't seem like it's pay to win at all. The only thing I can see you can buy are cosmetics, and of course, being a comic game, there's no shortage of different skins from the past 60 years or so of material. That's pretty much been it. I might go see this Lord of the Rings movie tomorrow. I wasn't aware it was already coming out, so that's something I can go do, and we can talk about. And yeah, that's all I got going on.
Heck yeah, good to see you back, brother. Especially after being bedridden for so long.
Thank you.
Back on your feet, man.
Yes, sir.
Fuck.
Well,
Nerd
Sean, you're gonna have to
Slut,
tell us
what the
about that.
Oh wow! All right,
No, don't even show it.
I'm gonna wait for
Oh.
I'm gonna wait for Daggerdall's outro to show.
No, just show it now. Just show it now. Everybody's wondering.
No, go ahead.
Everyone,
Hayden.
now everyone wants to see it.
Oh, hey,
No, do it.
This
do
is
it.
this is my outro. Go look at Discord.
All right, you ready for your outro, Daggerdall?
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Abe.
totally.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Fuck you, so.
Kind of work.
Absolutely, Steve.
Kind of work.
That is hard to look at.
I hate this.
Realize that he makes a very good-looking lesbian.
What?
Yeah, not bad.
Here's the thing. All I can think of is this microphone isn't working. It's a piece of shit. It doesn't work.
All
Yeah,
I can think of throwing a controller through the wall,
about to.
like that microphone going right into the drywall.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right. Continue,
So
Daggerdoll.
cursed. Yeah, I stream on Kick and YouTube, and hold on, let me throw my link in chat.
Apparently, OnlyFans now, from what I
Yeah,
see.
OnlyFans.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
God.
everything on the link tree. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, OnlyFans, Grinder.
Only
You name it.
Oh,
You name it,
Why
I'm
did he
there.
say grinder?
No.
I don't know.
Hey, that's where he
I
is.
don't know. You don't know?
Hey, you just trying to get all the reach, man. You know?
You're also assuming Smash JT right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna fight him in real life, and other than that, I'm around, modding.
He be modding. All right, what's up, Hayden?
Man, I've had such a day that my internet has disconnected 3 times, and I just got right back in as you asked that question.
Almost like I was the wizard that kept fucking with you.
It's been a rough one. But no, I make videos sometimes on YouTube. I like talking about DEI bridge and the cultural war that we're having, along with like some politics occasionally. And sometimes I watch like shows and movies, but not super often. I'm more of a gaming type of person, and my new PC has come in, so streams will be coming soon. But I think we had a great show tonight, and that was something.
Well said. Well said.
Anyway, Joe, thank you for coming on tonight. It was great.
No,
to
don't
have
pull that
you as
up.
a guest.
Thank you. I had a great time.
And that's all I got. Follow me on X, Twix, Twitter, whatever the fuck we're calling it now, and on YouTube, and more to come soon.
Hell yeah, man. Always good to see you. Glad you're, okay, golly, that's the wrong thing. Sorry your day was shitty, but glad that we were able to make it better, and that only became better because you were a part of this too, because you have so much to offer.
Well, thank you.
For sure.
This was fun.
Woohoo! ABF, you've got a lot of stuff coming up really soon.
Yes. So tomorrow we have a stream where we're going to be covering the Game Awards. I haven't decided if we're going to start a half hour before it actually starts or not. I'll keep everybody updated. But
At what time does that start tomorrow?
Let's see here. I was just pulling that up. Let's see here. We'll go by Eastern time, 7:30.
Nice.
7:30 Eastern time. But yeah, other than that, off the hip on Monday evenings. And I have some news coming up that I'll probably be telling everybody about at the end of the year. And but you'll be seeing more streams out of me.
Hell yeah.
That was such a cliffhanger. Can we at least hear that if it's good news or it's good news? Alex?
It is good news. I mean, more streams out of me is good news, right?
Okay, good.
I was gonna say, wait, I know, but I have to wait on ABF. It's his channel.
I mean, other people in chat might tell me that that's terrible news. Just wait for it.
What?
Yeah.
Well, but we don't know. Whenever you just say I have news, your next sentence could be I've got cancer.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
That would be bad news.
Well, we do have some
news.
You do have
But
some
you
bad
never
news.
said it was good news. You just
That's
said
a good
I've got
point.
news.
I have news.
I
Yeah,
got
exactly.
news for you.
But he also said he was gonna wait till the end of the month, so it can't.
if you wanna-
it may still be bad news, but it can't be horrible news if he still's got 2.5, 3 weeks before he's.
Depends on like what people think of his guest coming up. If he
Oh,
wants to mention that.
Isaac guessed it.
Oh shit! I would pay money not to see
Shit.
that.
Hey, don't do it on Twitch. Do it on Kick.
I
'Cause
mean, yeah,
Kick doesn't give a fuck.
definitely.
True.
Oh no.
We're not both.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
they're not.
Why does
getting
everybody
any
keep
better.
doing this? Every time they're going to outros, they're like, "Oh no."
Well, it's I leave it up the whole time. And it's
Well, this
a
is
bad
why.
idea.
It's debaucherous.
Oh,
Oh,
That's the
brother!
big-
Ew.
that's awful. Fuck you for making that.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Nerd Slab needs to be stopped.
I don't even know what that was supposed to be.
It was
That was
me.
supposed to be Hayden
Well, obviously, it's Hayden, but
Hayden-
doing what? Like,
I think it's
as
Jenny
Greta?
Weasley.
Yeah, I think it's Jenny Weasley.
Oh,
Uh,
what was that like? How dare you, bitch? but it made her really fat.
Awful.
No, she's like a
Dermy,
dirty
no.
blonde.
Fucking Kansas. Of course he would. So
Dermy would do anything.
Uh,
All right, Mo, you're gonna be the last Tard Wrangler of the night because I'm giving my outro right now. Thank you, Joe, for showing up. It's been great to meet you and hang out with you. You're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And we hope
All right.
we didn't run you off.
Like we ran this stream.
I
into the
don't
No,
ground.
she's got so much more. She's got so many more additions in her spank bank now with Mo Zamboni, the Little Mermaid, and whatever the hell Malty's been all night. It's you got all this kind of stuff you get to take home with you. You're welcome.
Yeah, that and Dermy said something earlier in the chat about him being in a bikini versus you being in a bikini, and now I've got both those things in my head. I'm like, why? No.
Sorry.
Well, I'm an A cup, so that's okay. I'm not rocking the double E's like Dermy is, but
You signed the waiver. We're not liable.
Nope. So remember.
So, well, hey everybody! Thank you all for being in the chat. Thank you all for your donations. Thank you, Joe Rosie, for being on here. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. I'm sorry we had to throw up all this debaucherous content, but I'm kind of not. It's okay. That's what we're trying to change people for the better and for the worst all at the same time. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching Late Ghey. Late Ghey with the GCA episode 37. We'll see you on the next one.
No,
Everybody have a
Malty.
happy Christmas season, and we'll see you on the next one.
What do you need, Hayden?
Oh no, I missed your outro there. I was
Oh, it was very short. I gave it all to Joe.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
thanks for
Bye,
stepping on my
guys.
feet here. I
I
appreciate
realized
it.
that.
Bye.